Yves, thank you. So I haven't planned to do any slides since we only have 5 minutes. Just not looking to the short term. If you want me to talk about short term, I can tell you about nice devices we have now in our mobile operator retail. On more looking ahead and coming back to the topic, if we look at the big trends we have seen in the previous presentations, we see that devices are proliferating, feature phones are switching to smartphone. So this means that devices start getting always connected and using cloud services. So our strategy is definitely going in a direction where devices always go with services. This has a lot of consequences. First, devices, we believe that user is gonna always choose devices because those smartphones or tablets or slates are more and more getting personal. They are going to choose them against the design first, at first stage, then start to switch on and use the services. So this means there's a need. One of the questions being, will one size fits all? The need of choice imply a lot of variety in terms of devices. Plus, people don't have the same money and can't afford the same type of device. Second point is, since devices and services work together, some of those devices we will need to be able to enable online, always on scenario, but also offline scenario. In my countryside house, there's no network coverage, or on the plane, I still want to use my device. Devices, when they are personal, they are used both for work and play scenario, so both for productivity and entertainment. And last, as we have seen, we are entering a world where smartphone is one side or one way to access to the individual digital environment, and this digital environment and cloud services has to interact smoothly and offer a user consistent experiences across screens. So, meaning that all your work and entertainment or content has to be also accessible from smartphones, from slates, PC, and even for some of them in your living room on your TV. And the last point I want to highlight is, which has maybe not been mentioned here, is if we look to the hardware, and we may have the opportunity to talk a bit later on about that, there's a sort of the two curves of the PC, slates, and smartphone are crossing at that time. If we look at the type of processors, memories, disk space, those two curves are crossing. And if we look ahead, also if we look on the TV side, we see that the same thing is happening. So this means in front of us, we have a lot of scenarios that will enable those different types of devices to enable developers to do really innovative things across those devices. And this was more opening doors for the discussions, and that's all for me.
Thank you very much, Laurent.